What is up, guys? If you're new here, my name is Shirley Robbins, and today I'm going to teach you what you should be doing in pre-market and what you should be looking like as you're trading and what should be going through your mind as you're trading to absolutely snipe your trades and hit TP almost every single time. Let's get into it. All right. So first, I like to start off on the 4-hour, right? And mind you, everything we're doing on ES, we want to be doing on NQ. So that's just a reminder. Okay. So the first thing I'm looking at is what is price looking at right now? How are we looking? We're looking very bearish right now since these 4 hours, right? So price is looking bearish on the 4-hour, and price is looking even more bearish on the 1-hour, right? So now I'm thinking, okay, price is bearish. We're most likely going to trade with the trend. We're looking bearish. Not always. This is an example of not always, but still a very good example of a trading day. So boom. Gonna take it, and we're gonna take, okay, well, where would price want to go right now on the 4-hour? Well, we do got relatively equal lows on the 4-hour. Okay, so now I'm marking out everything because I do live trade. Okay, I should come on the live trade, and we have this CISD here. So we want an example for if we went bearish and bullish. So this is literally where market will want to go bearish or bullish. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the 1-hour. All right, well, where do we want to go on the 1-hour? Well, we already took out this, but honestly, there's not a lot for us on the 1-hour. So honestly, I'm not gonna mark out anything on the 1-hour on for lows, but for highs, we do have this little high here we can mark out. Actually, nah. Here. Okay. Boop. Or we have this right here. So we are looking to go here, we're looking to go here, right? So now we have marked out our highs and lows on the 1-hour. I like to end with 4 marks minimum. But today we're working with 3, but that's okay. Then we're going to pop down to the 5. And we're going to look. Okay, well, price is still looking very bearish for the 5. So that's good. So now we're going to pop back to the 4, right? And this is all happening in pre-market. So now, there's 2 reasons price moves. Well, price moves to draw some liquidity or to fill imbalances, right? Well, what is an imbalance? A PD rate. What is a PD rate? A fair value gap, right? And you know, if you watch my trades, I'm a very heavy on fair value gaps, right? So we have this massive bearish FVG. So I'm gonna just change that color real quick. Sorry, guys. And we have another right here. And then we do have another right here, I believe. Okay, bet. So look, we're just looking hella bearish right now. But what could we also do to find key draws on liquidity? Pop down to the 5-minute, take a look, indicators, and I use this indicator if you want to pause this video and copy this. Okay, now we're going to click on it. Now, where would New York session want to go? This 5-minute? Okay, yeah. Well, it looks like we already took out London session lows, but where do we want to go? Because you know New York session always wants to beat out all the other sessions. London session high. Right, so London session high. And then we also have Asia session. Asia session high. Now, what does this kind of indicate if we don't have any Asia session or London session lows? That means we're looking even more bearish, right? So this is kind of where my head is at going into market open for the most part, right? And obviously, I'm doing the same thing on NQ. I just messed up and did not change the color here of my FVGs, guys. Make sure change your color of your FVGs, please. Okay. Oh, and I see another one too, right here. Okay, that right there. Okay, so now we have all of these. Now we're looking kind of the same, honestly. But wait, let me just get on the 5-minute for you guys here. We're looking like the exact same, which if they don't look the exact same, there's a problem. So now I'm just kind of looking, okay, well, now when coming into market, I literally just squeeze down this as much low as possible, right? So this is literally exactly what I'm looking at. I'm like, okay, now we want to do, at this point, we've marked out everything and market is about to open. Okay, now we're going to play out two scenarios, bearish and bullish. Okay, well, if we're going bearish, we would probably want to take out these draws on liquidity, a couple of them down here, not all of them, but at least one, right? And I would want to see a fair value gap form and take out draws on liquidity, and then I want to enter shorts. Or if I want to enter longs, I want to see an inverse fair value gap, and I also want to see a fair value gap form out of that, or maybe even break structure, right? Or an S&T, right? So now we're looking and I'm like, okay, so same thing. All right, so now market is gonna open. This is okay, so market opens. Okay, so this is the 9:30 candle. So 9:30 pops out. Let me just get to 9:30 on here. Holy cow, we have these massive candles. All right, well, we literally just created a fair value gap, and we just is respecting structure. So honestly, you you could take a trade here. Um, you could take a trade to the downside, and honestly, I would have taken a trade right off of market open. I would have taken I would have in pre-market, honestly, to be honest, off of this, I would have taken a short position right here. I wouldn't go here because honestly, this is like crazy. You guys know, I like to do them short trades. And I honestly put this here at the structure break, and then that would just, you would see here, that rips up and slams there, right? And I would wait for that first candle to form, right? So obviously, for all the people that take trades in pre-market, would have got stopped out there. So that is why, honestly, I should have went from to a 1-to-1. But still, okay. So now we take out the strong liquidity here. We also let's see what we do here. We do not take out the strong liquidity there. So we didn't take out the 4 on there, but we did take out something on here. So what are we going to see? Okay, so we have an S&T divergence, right? So that means market is going to absolutely pump maybe, right? But what do we also form on downwards? We also form another fair value gap. We might be retesting and pushing back down. So right, so obviously here you can kind of see, give a little cheat code on accident. Sorry guys, that we might not be pumping. Let's just say that's the red zone, right? Because it's the highest fair value we have here. But what is the problem here? If we wanted to take a short, if we were retesting, we would not have created a fair value gap here, or we wouldn't have created a bullish fair value gap. So, honestly, you could really take, I would wait a little bit for confirmation. Oh my God, confirmation. A confirmation that we are not just retesting and pumping back down because honestly, look, this candle not really closed yet. So, what would we do here? Let me wait. Okay, boom. So market literally just comes right here and just takes out all of these fair value gaps, right? And honestly, so this is kind of moving a little bit fast for me, but okay, so boom. So here's where I would have taken a trade right here, right? There are a couple reasons why. First, we have an S&T divergence. We didn't hit this at all, so why would we like fucking like hit that? But wait, what are we on here? We are on 955, and then here we are on 950. So let me take it back one candle, guys. I would not have taken it on ES because we didn't close above this, but on NQ, we did close above it. So honestly, you could have really taken any trade on that, but so there are two like reasons, and I would wait for one more candle to form because honestly, we did inverse this, right? So we did inverse this, but we're looking for one more thing besides an S&T or third thing to make this an A plus setup. So right here is when I would take the trade, because now what do? We have 3 reasons why this is an A plus setup. Well, let me just give this one more candle. Boom. Why are we taking this trade right here? Well, because we literally have an S&T. We didn't hit this here. We hit it there. And we inversed here. And we inversed here. And we created a fair value gap here. And not only did we create one, we created two, but we also created fair value gap here. But not only that, we also have a break of structure. Ladies and gents, we do have a break of structure. So I would have immediately taken this trade here because, you know how I fuck with the break of structures, because you're breaking the structure, looking to go up. So honestly, could have took it a little bit earlier, right? But I'm looking to take longs, maybe about to fill this. And then I'm probably going to put this a little bit below here. And this trade would have been a $1,000 win, which is kind of big for me. Or you could have taken it here, honestly. It doesn't really matter which one you took it on because these are both giving both reasons to take it. Then I would have took it like that, and this is how it would have played out. Immediate TP, ladies and gents. Immediate TP. So this is my brain during market. Obviously, I don't really care as long as we hit TP, right? And look, can even see come down to consolidation. It's a little bit late for that. So this trade would have ended around 10:10. And what do we say the golden hour is? 9:50 to 10:10. So honestly, this is a beautiful trade. Come back, retest, bounce up again. Right. So you kind of honestly could have waited for this as well too. So now we are pumping, and boom, let's see how, if you would have taken the exact same trade on NASDAQ though, you would have seen, could have taken it here or here. Honestly, I would have been a little bit greedy and kind of went there. You would have seen this on NASDAQ. Right, so if this wasn't a clear indication on to stop out there, so pretty good trade. You probably would have moved this to break even anyway, but boom, like honestly, you're just filling, you know, the orders here. So, oh, and what do we know? We would have even hit the trade anyway. Here, even if we put the TP here, we would have hit that trade. We would have slammed that trade just now. But knowing me, I probably would have stopped right here. Probably would have just canceled the order, which is still, let me tell you how much that would have been if you pulled out one order. Oh my God, it absolutely printed. That's a $5,000 win, but you know me, I probably would have pulled out here, which is still a crazy $4,000 win. So, if you guys are taking anything from this, the more you mark out, the better. And there are 2 reasons price move. Answer the question. To fill imbalances, to get draws on liquidity. Obviously, as you can see, if you're really locking in and honing in on trading, then literally this can be so easy, but it does take time to learn, so don't discourage yourself if you're just learning, right? And obviously, I'm in replay mode now, but yeah. So I hope you guys had an awesome day, and this actually, if you guys were wondering, this was Friday's trade, I believe. This was literally Friday's trade. So yeah, guys, this is definitely a good trade to take. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to show some support to a new day trader. Well, a new YouTube day trader. And I really hope this video found you well. Any tips and tricks, leave them in the comments. Peace.